something really, really great happened yesterday on Twitter. I'm like a broken record at this point, talking about the corporate press and their depravity and malfeasance. And something that is of use in exposing this is asymmetry. So you have 7 or so networks, right? Each of those networks has so many cameras. Each of us has a camera. 350 million cameras. So that is a huge advantage in providing information to everyone else. MSNBC had a segment on the streets of Wisconsin, not a particularly red state. Wisconsin had, lockdowns like many other states. People were walking around without masks. And it's interesting to watch Katie Tour, who's one of the worst of these jihadis with that testosterone. The message is fear, 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 fear. You should be freaking out. You should be freaking out. Why are these people freaking out? And then a noble citizen calls them out on their bullshit on camera and then releases his footage from his perspective, calling them out on their bullshit. And this went wide. I have to tell you something. There's a great site called realclearpolitics.com. And they are doing they're very, very middle of the road. They'll present both sides. They do a great job. They write a lot of the material for this show. And as an example, Trump, there was that meme about those, I think they're African funeral pallbearers with the coffin on their shoulders and they're dancing. And this became a meme and a viral video not that long ago. And Trump just tweeted that out and put it on his Facebook, but they just, after the Charlemagne interview, with the slogan on the coffin, Biden for president, meaning the Biden campaign's dead. And cathedral operatives were tweeting out, Trump is making a crazy video where Joe Biden's died. And it's like, you don't know the expression, your campaign's dead? This is, if it says Biden for president, that means his body's in there. So whenever there's this button, like Biden's right behind it. And Real Clear put up the video and it says, Trump puts out video claiming the death of Biden's campaign. They're not engaging in this ridiculous bullshit framing. So watch this, and the fact that this is the increasing contempt of the layman, especially during these plague times, for these just horrible, horrible, horrible people is wonderful. I have said many times, and I'll say it again, that the battle is won when the average American regards a corporate journalist exactly as they regard a tobacco executive, and that is starting to happen. It's just, and faster than I expected, and gloriously so. Watch this bullshit.
So are the people there just not worried about it, Cal? Are they not worried about their own personal safety?
I haven't met anybody who is. I met some folks actually from Lake Geneva who lived in the area. They were staying a few miles outside of town where I were, and they said they're worried about it. They're worried about that second spike. They're worried about folks coming in from Chicago. But they'll quickly add, at the same time, this is a place that relies on that business. I think people here want a little bit more funding when it comes to these programs so that they could stay closed. But again, I think people felt like the Supreme Court made the decision here in Wisconsin that it was time to open up. But you can see, here, just around. Nobody's wearing them. Nobody's, there you go, including the cameraman. Yeah.
You see that? Look at that. Wait, pause that. The guy goes, no one's wearing the mask. And he goes, including the cameraman. And despite himself, this winner goes, including the cameraman. Whoop, rewind that. Just throws his hands up in the air because he got busted like the asshole that he is.
Here, just around. Nobody's wearing them. Nobody's, there you go, including the cameraman. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, what? Up. And he can't say shit because the guy's filming. So you can't even pretend that he's lying. And now what's amazing is we go back to Katie Tour. She sticks to the script. So what we're seeing footage of is a beautiful, gorgeous day. Looks like bites by some water. People are walking around with their families, enjoying the sunshine, being free and enjoying life. And they're not listening to this message of imminent genocide and despair. And it cuts back to her and watch what she says.
Striking images, Cal Perry. Cal, thank you very much.
Striking images. Striking. There is nothing less striking than fat Wisconsinites walking around the sunshine. Nothing. Striking images. Oh, my God, it's striking. And now, that guy released his footage from the other angle, and everyone got to see that shit too. Watch this. There he is. And look how close the reporter is standing to the cameraman. Maybe that is 6 feet, I don't know. No, it's not. Look at this. Look at this bullshit. Look at this bullshit.
Nobody's wearing them. Including the cameraman. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Exactly. Half your crew's not wearing them. Good. So thank you.
Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. Oh. And then right after that, someone had another guy. So we're good here. Right after that, someone went on Twitter and they had a photo of CNN on the beach, and the reporter had the mask and he's talking through the mask, and as soon as the cameras are off, the mask dropped. And someone tweeted out, they go, "This is literal mask dropping." Yeah, I've always say that the faster the masks drop, the better it is for everybody. Their masks are literally dropping. It's absolutely beautiful and hilarious, and I am so ecstatic for 2020.